So I'm back. I thought since I mentioned them just on the side, I wasn't doing them justice for the two things that Ross was involved in, two major events in my life, and one was the death of my mother. I was living in France and got a call that my mom had cancer, so I flew to San Diego to take care of her, and I was having some problems with my sisters who weren't helping at all. It was just me taking care of her. And then when one of my sisters flew in, she just turned my mother into a crazy person and was attacking me. And my sister was, getting me crazy too. I had to actually scream at her to get away from me at one point because she wouldn't stop talking at me. She was trying to corner me into the bathroom, and I had an intervention. I called all my mom's friends, and we tried to get my sister to a hotel during the nighttime when I would take care of her, and then leave my sister with my mom during the day, and I would take off. And my mom totally freaked out, and they basically kicked me out of the house. My other sister didn't invite me to stay at her place, who lived in San Diego. So it was a huge messed up situation. And Ross drove out to San Diego, and we got a hotel down in Ocean Beach, and this hotel that I always stay in when I go there. And we walked around and had drinks and talked and did whatever two guys do, walking around some seedy beach town do. And that was, I don't know, a couple of days, a couple of nights. And then he took off again, and I went back to the house once my other sister was out of the picture. And so that was a big deal. Not everybody does that for you, and it's not like I've known Ross my entire life. I would have done the same thing for him. I offered many times when he was in situations to do the same thing. I didn't exactly have the ability just to hop in a car and show up, but I proposed things like that. I was trying to get him to come out to France to help me rebuild this whole house so he could get away from that scene and just chill out. But he never showed up. And the other thing, which happened, of course, just after my mom died, because this all went down in January, February 2012, and the lady who was, basically cornering me on marrying her, came out, and we drove out to Vegas, and Ross came out too. I mean, he was in Pahrump, right? So shows up in Vegas at a hotel. We stayed at the Luxor, and he was supposed to drive the wife-to-be and her friend to the official ceremony. What do you call them? Sorry, my vocabulary has gotten really bad. Even though I'm not speaking that much French every day, I still am forgetting my English because I'm only talking to 3-year-olds in English. So anyways, he was responsible for taking the ladies to the office, and my friends took me to the office, and Ross got lost. and my wife-to-be and her friend were probably being really rude with Ross. He was definitely under a bunch of pressure. He was sweating bullets. They thought he was going to freak out. And they were freaking out on him because they showed up, I don't know, between 15 and 30 minutes late. And, Vegas weddings only are 15-minute affairs. And so normally we wouldn't have been able to get married because we missed our window and the people after us didn't show up. And, so yeah. And he was traumatized by the whole thing. And he also didn't look so good. I don't know if he, was partying or, what was going on with him, but he didn't look his normal self. And I don't know if it was just the stress of that situation or not. I mean, I wasn't upset, and obviously everything went off with a hitch, and we hung out and partied with us for a little bit, but he was definitely stressed out, affected by it, and whatever else was going on with him at the time. So I had, Ross there for me when my mom was dying, and Ross there for me when I was getting married. And okay, so I didn't want to be there taking care of my mom while she was dying, because I didn't want my mom to be dying. And I never wanted to marry this girl that I ended up marrying, but I wanted to be the stepfather to her youngest daughter. And yeah. And so over the next couple of years, I talked to him when I could get a hold of him on the phone, and we talked about stuff. Anyways, I just wanted to mention that a little bit more in detail. And Nikki tells me that even if some of the video portions are not well lit or a little faded, that I should include those, so I'll tack those on to this video. And even though the light isn't so great, I'll get it going on for you. Alright, bye.